VoltIQ Concierge. This is my internal knowledge customer service AI agent that I have built using LangGraph and tool calling. There's 3 tools called here, which is all of them are DBs: Supabase Postgres DB, MongoDB, as well as the Postgres connection, pgvector connection available in Supabase. So there's different data across stored in these 3 data stores. And the chief thing, let's look at the capabilities, what this agent can do. It can orchestrate information from SQL through SQL, MongoDB, and handbook search to deliver single grounded answer with full traceability for any internal employee who is operating this agent. It is meant to be used by the internal employees of the company to look up information, and it can ask, it is able to answer you anything and give you grounded answers for questions such as how many orders were placed today, what are the cheapest laptops that we carry, what are the customers saying about the Samsung TV, show some open support tickets so we can the customer agent working on it or the staff employee working on it can make further actions. So it is connected to 3 data systems: Supabase Postgres, MongoDB Atlas connection, and the pgvector extension in Supabase. Let's quickly look at the data stores before we go and dive into action. Number 1, we have the Supabase here. I have my customers table, I have the orders table, and the products table. In addition, I have taken all the policies about return policy, warranty terms, shipping policy, tech support, FAQ, and chunked them and put them into this handbook chunks table in Supabase. We also have the MongoDB. I have an e-commerce collection created consisting of activity logs, reviews, and support tickets. So this is the kind of the whole ocean of truth that only this is the available sources that this agent can answer from. So let's look at the power of VoltIQ Concierge by beginning a conversation. For those who are looking and trying to install, this app is also available in dark mode and light mode. In order to accommodate people with color blindness, you can switch between either or and works great in both. So let's begin our conversation and look at some of the top 5 questions that I've already pre-programmed and some live questions. So let's say we want to say the top products by revenue. I've provided a tool trace on the right, which shows exactly which tool this agent is calling to answer this particular question. Top products by revenue is a question that is reaching out to making a SQL query to the Postgres as seen by the tool trace on the right and fetches a grounded answer by running this particular SQL. At the engine is ChatGPT 4o model, which is bringing us these wonderful answers, and the output is in a form of a nicely formatted table, and the end result is here are the top products by revenue, with MacBook Pro 14 being the top seller. So let's look at one more stock question and then I will dive into some live questions. Let me show, let's see which product is low in stock in our company. So the VoltIQ is basically supposed to give good analysis, sales analysis, inventory analysis for a fictional electronics store company which carries a lot of products. So the things that are low on stock, and I have defined the system prompt here to define what is low. So there are total 7 products with low stock, starting with LG TV, where there's only 5 of this in stock we are carrying right now. So if a store representative is running, right now I'm running as myself, Ruby G, the store operations person operating this agent, I would be able to make any decision based on this if I need to put in a restock order, fill in a restock order. So now let's look at some of the questions that, let's say I want to look at which cheap laptops are available and in stock and kind of what is the policy. So it'll show me laptops under 400, which is the budget I'm looking to look at stocking up as a store representative if we are having enough budget laptops, and tell me what is the return policy for the laptop. So this agent is thinking in for a while, which shows that it is kind of fetching and making more than one tool call. And let's look at the tool trace here. The SQL query we can see that this query has made two tool calls. One is to the Postgres to run a SQL and a handbook search on the pgvector. And the combined answer is fetching the results from the SQL query as well as the return policy for the laptops from the handbook relevant document here. So this kind of gives you an idea of what a multi-tool query would look like. And I have provided the view sources button here, which also shows what the two tool calls fetch from and what was the response from the two tool calls. So this is kind of convenient. Let's now look at something which is kind of commonplace. What is the return policy for electronics? This should be, I'm guessing, just one tool call because the answer lies in the handbook. And as we see, right, the view sources just call the pgvector. So this definitely shows that the agent picked the right tool for the job and gave me the right answer. So VoltIQ, kudos to you. You got the right question. Now let's look at something that I know it may struggle a bit with. We have in the store TVs, headphones, networking gear. Let's take a quick look what are the kind of products we have. We seem to have laptop, TVs, headphones, earbuds, gaming accessories, camera, Bluetooth speaker, router, and external storage devices. All are the different products that are available. The interesting question is when a product falls in more than one category. So I want to see how this performs. So let's see. Show me all the networking gear under $100. This could be challenging in my opinion, so I just want to look at it. The query is running and it is asking, let's see, taking a while to answer that. Here are the networking gear products under $100. So here we have charging cable, adapter, and router. So we can see that kind of charger and cable have been picked up as the answer, probably because it kind of doesn't have a clear definition of what networking gear entails. But there is a right selection here. The Netgear Nighthawk Wi-Fi router is accurately selected. And we have I would classify this as a mixed response because charging cable is also included in networking gear, but there is only one pure networking equipment in this. Let's see also the kind of its ability to look at reviews, which is the worst product. And the relativeness is what agents might probably struggle with. So which is the worst product as per customer reviews in the headphones category? No negative customer reviews. We were found for the headphone category because we have the system prompt wherein I've specified anything with a rating of less than 2 is supposed to be a bad review. So this kind of gives a good idea of the capabilities of VoltIQ Concierge. I'm going to end off with one last question, which is asking it, there's also protection against deletion, insertion, etc. We're going to quickly try those things. Delete all customers from customer table. So it should not allow you to do that. I cannot assist with that. I want to add a new review for the latest LG TV. I cannot assist with because please contact the customer service. Now also ask something which is not in that particular, like we know the reviews are in MongoDB, but I'm going to force it. Can you fetch all reviews from Supabase? And the answer is no, because reviews are stored in MongoDB, not Supabase. And if you need reviews, please provide the product name. Cool. So that is how I have demonstrated how I have protected against invalid inputs, dangerous inputs, as well as illogical inputs. So that marks the end, available in both dark mode and light mode. Please install this repo. For the grader who is testing this, I have implemented all the features, and this is VoltIQ Concierge, a multi-tool calling agent where it calls 3DB, Supabase, MongoDB, and the features can be easily extendable for future. I have provided some extensibilities. I can have per user login, so the security aspect of it, the docs aspect of it, and the use cases aspect of it applied to different profile users. If it is a store owner versus a supervisor versus a somebody who's just only working on inventory ordering, how they would deal with this, how they would use this agent as use cases as a future component. VoltIQ Concierge is my submission for the homework number 2 in the agent builder class. Thank you.